So this is our team's project. Our company is called Trainees. We are a company that is doing trainings for hotels, especially for front office staff. We worked on our upselling training this time.
So basically we're looking at improving the front office staff to be able to upsell in terms of maybe rooms or different amenities inside of the hotel. So we just want to help our staff learn to sell more inside of your hotel, so we can increase the revenue and general increase the performance of the hotel. We're going to be looking at the Marriott Hotel in Madrid mainly. This is going to be our first focus, as we think this is quite a global hotel who are using a lot of different external training programs, and we just want to focus on this hotel to start with, and eventually we're going to be approaching many other hotels for our training program.
Okay, so each member of the team had different roles and responsibilities. Natalie's role was the speaker, Harry's role was the coordinator's assistant, Anastasia's role was the manager coordinator of the events, and my role was the marketing specialist. My responsibilities included promoting our agency to different hotels, so they hire us to come train their staff for upselling services and amenities. I was in charge of creating different marketing strategies and campaigns to reach a lot of hotels to entice them to buy our training program to make profits.
My role was the speaker. So my responsibilities actually the actual training itself. My role was always to be in the hotel for the training, so I usually was there from the beginning, and from the morning I welcomed all the employees that I was doing the training with or to, and usually Harry was with me, helping me also with during the day, during the training. I was giving the speech. I also was answering all the questions after the training itself. During the coffee breaks that we had, I was also assisting all the employees. They could ask me anything. We had nice discussions, and I was just trying to give them as much as knowledge and education that I could in the time that I was in the hotel. And for example, also the hotel is reaching out to me in the future for any other different needs if they have. So I always stay in contact with the hotel, and yeah.
Yep, so my role was a coordinator's assistant. So basically I was in the behind the scenes trying to organize the little parts of our events. So say there was some scheduling which needed to be done, or any help Natalie needed with her terms of her speaking or rehearsing anything, I was just basically there to guide any of the other team members for the whole project and the service, just making sure everything was going to be in line with the whole events of the day, so we had no mistakes going on, so make sure every box is ticked in terms of the flow and the currency of the event, just in case anything went wrong or we had any issues. I was going to be there on standby while the event was going on, just to make sure that we can make everything okay in the end of it, and any issues are recovered in the right time and all problems were fixed. And that was basically it for my job.
So I was their manager and coordinator. Basically, I was the person who was dealing with negotiation of all the hotel managers and doing the meetings, presenting our team. Also, was working very close with Harry. Basically, me and Natalie were creating and developing the training materials. With Asma, we're working really hard on creating them really useful for our agency, marketing company, how we would distribute our parts for the different social media in general. Also for the Harry's, my every everyday assistant who's helping with all the tasks, and he's my eyes from who is like helping everywhere and helping to monitor in general the training effectiveness. I was also the person who was speaking with the guests to understand the feedback, also coming to the different hotels and giving them feedback, for example, how they could upsell it, and also after it, offering them an option of having our upselling tools. So basically just receiving and developing the course.
Tutor that is not with us today, but he was our accountant, or he is. He is in charge of our expenses and profits. He's also doing our budgets for all the trainings. He's involved with the money and responsible for it. He is just he's always included in our meetings, but he's not initially just not doing the trainings personally with us. He's in the office with the manager, and they have a close relationship together too, because they're just doing more the administrative side of our company.
So now we'd love to tell you a bit more about the program of our meeting. We should come at the hotel at 7 o'clock, and then training will start at around 9 o'clock in the morning. We will prepare everything for the staff. My colleague Harry and me will be welcoming the employees, and our great speaker Natalie, she will be more in charge of the last preparations that she will need to do the presentation in general, the most useful information for the upselling in general, how it should be, at which moment should it happen, like when you should upsell something or not, how to understand like what type of body language you should use. After it, until at around 11 o'clock we'll have a small coffee break, and the rest of the session will study until around 1-2 o'clock. And after it, we have the lunch break.
And then after the lunch break, we're going to move into like our afternoon session, and this is going to be more focused on the practical part of it, because we've learned all the theory behind Natalie speaking. So we're going to go into the elements of actually reacting the whole situation and training them in a more or less fake environment of how the whole upselling is going to work. So they're just going to learn how to upsell and really do it themselves, rather than when it becomes a situation of being doing upselling, they're not going to be too nervous because they haven't been in the situation before. We're going to recreate a situation of upselling so they can really learn and get used to how it's going to work and improve on their communication skills in the terms of upselling. So that's really what we're going to focus on in the afternoon, and that's basically it for the whole day. Hopefully after this day they're going to be really well trained in the upselling department, and it's going to be a good day of training for these new trainees, and they're going to upsell a lot.
We are located in Madrid, and we want to start off working with Marriott because it's a very well-known hotel company, and then we want to further expand into different brands, for example Hilton or Conrad and other hotels. We think that our location gives us a great opportunity in allowing us to expand into different, allowing us to expand with different hotels.
For your attention, this is the end of our presentation, and we hope to